Alright, so now we're driving the vehicle. And I'm definitely looking forward to this part. The way I look at it with these, you know, a lot of people will take a vehicle like this and test it on the track. And I'm sure it's fun on the track. I'm sure it'll do well there. But for me, a car like this is more about the cruise. You know, going to get some ice cream, you know, just cruising out the back roads, having a little bit of fun, you know, listening to the exhaust. You know, it's not about necessarily hardcore handling. And I'm sure this car can handle it. You know, I'm sure if we went and autocross this or took it to Watkins Glen and put it out on the road course, I'm sure it would do awesome and it'd be an absolute blast. But for me, that's not what this car is about. And I'm definitely looking forward to taking this out on a couple twisty roads. Not a long drive, but enough so I can really experience it. And right off the bat, I'm in Sport Plus, so that gives you the sportier, tighter handling. It makes the exhaust a little bit louder. And actually, I don't even know if louder is really the proper term. It gives it a better tone, you know, a little bit deeper. And what I really like about it, I'm going 35 miles an hour. And when I let off, you know, it's got the popping. And man, I'm a sucker for popping exhausts. And these V8s, man, they just love to, on the deceleration, to kind of make that pop, 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 and I love it. It just makes me smile. So again, you don't need to be racing this thing to enjoy it. And that's kind of what I feel, you know, the GT500, the GT350s, you know, they're great cars, but they're for the track. You know, they're really tuned on the track. They're designed to go as fast as possible on the track. You know, where this is designed to just enjoy. It's got a really nice gear lever, nice throwback white little ball. And that's really what this car is about, right? Nostalgia. Everywhere you look, there's Bullitt, Bullitt, Bullitt. You're in a Bullitt. And is the Bullitt about, you know, the most current technology in racetrack racing? No. It's about cruising and enjoying the drive. Now, what I will say, this has got the Recaro racing seats. Not for everybody. I'm not a small guy. I personally enjoy them. You know, they give me really nice support in my ribs. They hold me down, so if I was to do some twisties, it would really, you know, hold me there. Man, just listen to that exhaust. I don't know how well you guys can hear it. Man, it sounds nice. I don't know if you heard that. I didn't do that. On the downshift, it blew up the throttle. I've had, you know, automatics do that because they want, the automatics are trying to give you the sensation of manual driving. So they'll flip the throttle to make you feel like, and I love it. My truck's got the sport exhaust. It's actually the extreme exhaust, and it does just that. And I love that kind of stuff. We don't need a radio. God, I'm such a sucker for that stuff. Let's try some corners. there are people that need to show off, right? You get a car like this, it's got a loud exhaust, and you just gotta kind of be reckless. You don't need to be reckless in this car. You know, I mean, you don't need to be reckless. It's fun to just drive. It's just fun to drive. And that's what it's all about. It's just fun to drive. Now right now we're just cruising along 60 miles an hour. And it's comfortable. It's quiet. You know, it's got the more comfortable steering, and I mean, you can still hear it. I mean, it's still popping back there. It's not like it just completely makes it completely sterile. So when you want it, it's got it. When you don't, it's just a car. Last thing I really wanted to talk about was the dash. The dash is so cool. It's got a fully digital dash, and a lot of people are doing the full digital dashes, but they really truly customize this dash to the driving mode that you're in. So right now I'm in normal mode. It's giving me a tach. It's giving me a speedometer, both analog and digital, which is nice. And then it's got a center screen, which right now is showing me which mode my steering's in, which mode my exhaust is in. So a nice informative display. If I switch it to Sport Plus, it still gives me the same gauges. However, the RPM gauge now gives me an analog that kind of sweeps across, almost like the old 60s cars, you know, where it's got the gauge that sweeps all the way over. A nice vintage touch, I like that. And if you go to track mode, now it's giving you just a digital dash, or digital miles per hour, digital RPM, but then it's still got a much larger sweeping RPM gauge. The reason why they did that is when you're on the track and you want to do, you know, obviously your RPMs are important to know when to shift. Really on a track, speed, it's nice to know, but it's not an essential stat. But knowing when to shift and having that digital, you know, indication when you should shift is priceless at the track. And then if we switch to drag strip, it's the same screen. So same screen for track and drag strip, which again, it tells you what you need to know. And it's just a great little dash. I really enjoy this dash, and they're putting on several other vehicles as time goes as well. And that concludes our drive of the Bullitt Mustang. All I can say is it's pretty awesome. And again, nostalgia. That's what this car is all about. It's about the vintage nostalgia. It's about the driving nostalgia. And it's just a pure, fun driving car. And if that's what you're looking for, if you can get one, it definitely is worth it.